Welcome everyone to another NASCAR race in review. This is NASCAR Fan02 speaking, and we will be talking about last night's race, which was held at Kentucky. Brad Keselowski was the pole winner, and he simply just dominated the event last night. He led 199 laps, and he went on to win the race. But as the race went on, Keselowski was in front the majority of the race, as I mentioned before, leading 199 laps, but that wasn't the story of the race. The majority of the race, it seemed like people had right front tire issues. The first caution being Denny Hamlin, he blew a right front tire, or something mechanical happened in his car. Then next caution was Kyle Larson, who blew a right front tire, and it was described that they were running outside of the racing groove, and that they were trying to get the groove of the racetrack wider so that they can run it later, but unfortunately they blew the right front tires. Kenseth, surprisingly, he had a right front tire go, but he didn't wreck the car. When he knew he had a tire going down, he came into the pits, he got it fixed. I think he was a lap down, but then he got it back, and he somehow still finished in the top 5, which is incredible after blowing a right front tire during a green flag run, have a caution come out, and then trying to drive your way back to the front. Last night, it wasn't very easy to pass. Many drivers described the track being very difficult to pass. The race was all about track position last night, and some drivers, like Dale Jr., who started pretty far back in the race, he decided to do most of his pit stops based on track position, and it really helped him because I believe he got 5th place out of the race last night. So it was trying to keep up front and trying to keep your car in the clean air, because if you try to take 4 tires, get the most grip, but if you're way in the back, it's very hard to get back up to the front. Well, the race wasn't, I would say, at least in my opinion, it got more exciting when the final caution came out, because you had a restart with, I don't know how many laps to go it was, but enough laps where you didn't have to pit. It was just basically whoever had the fastest car at the end will win the race. And with Brad, he restarted 6th, and he got to Kyle. He passed him within under 20 laps to go, and then after that he cruised to victory. But last night's race, I thought, was a pretty good one to watch, in my opinion. I am a Keselowski fan, but I did like to see the other race in action that was going on behind him, seeing passes here and there, and just watching the cars bounce off the bumpy racetrack. It was quite the race. But this upcoming Saturday night, it's going to be interesting with Daytona, with the race. The 4th of July weekend race at Daytona. It's going to be exciting. My prediction for that race, I think it's going to be difficult because anyone could really win that race, so it's really tough for me to decide right now on the spot, but I don't know who will win. I'm going to make a prediction. I think we will probably have, I think Dale Earnhardt Jr. could win again. I think he's very capable of winning, but I would not count out his teammates, Jimmy Johnson, Jeff Gordon, even Kasey Kahne for that matter. Kasey Kahne still has yet to win the season, and he's pretty hungry for a win, and I wouldn't be surprised if Kasey won. I really wouldn't be surprised if a person like maybe a Danica Patrick or AJ Allmendinger will win the race, because anyone can win at a restrictor plate race. So, and as we saw last year, we saw David Reagan win in an ultimate David versus Goliath sort of race for him. And I think next week's race, or this Saturday, will be a very interesting race. I think it will be very exciting. I hope it doesn't rain like the Daytona 500 did, because the Daytona 500 was pretty bad when it came to the rain, having to wait. But overall, that was my NASCAR race at Kentucky in review. Please subscribe to my videos if you haven't, and more videos are coming along the way. This is NASCAR Fan02 signing off.